Indie Mogul.
Around 5,000 years ago, the Mayans started a calendar that for some reason ended on December 21st or 23rd, 2012. Does it end because that's the end of the world? Or did the Mayans just feel after 5,000 years they'd make a new calendar? Nobody knows. In fact, nobody is taking this possible threat seriously except for Roland Emmerich. Yes, the director of Independence Day, Godzilla, and The Day After Tomorrow has found another way to scare the out of you. This time, has he gone too far? Entertainment Weekly columnist Mark Harris recently remarked that the death toll in this movie is staggeringly grotesque. How can we ensure the survival of the film's heroes when thousands of CGI extras are dying in the background? As Harris asks, does this mean we're over 9/11? Or maybe we're just like my friend Mike Glenn, who doesn't mind watching this stuff because he feels he'll be one of the people who makes it to the survival spaceships. Which means Mike would have a starring role on the TV series spin-off Emmerich is already planning. So the only thing standing in the way of Emmerich and Sony making big bucks on the end of the world is John Cusack, who is a black hole when it comes to the box office. There's a lot of disaster in this movie. What was your favorite disaster?
I had to say when all the buildings fell down.
The shifting of the Earth's crust. The tsunamis.
When the tidal wave was coming, it was very cool.
This was amazing and fantastic.
That's when you know you really have no hope.
They were all really, really fabulous.
One of the best special effects movie I've ever seen in my life.
I don't particularly like disasters.
Oh, so why'd you see this movie then?
Well, I'm amenable to the high, big spectacle type movies.
Oh, okay.
So, in fact, I took a break a couple of times.
Well, is it hard to watch all these people die and all this disaster?
It can be, but they did it in a really good way.
It was very fun. It was like being on a roller coaster ride.
Intense action from beginning to end. There's some really, really heart-wrenching scenes.
It's such en masse. It was en masse.
Oh.
But the only thing that got to you was when it was one-on-one.
I guess in a way I've been inoculated to the surreal and the horror and the incomprehensible from my experiences with 9/11.
After 9/11, is it hard to sit through all this destruction?
I think it brings closure to something like that.
You have to suspend your belief system. It is a film, and we don't know what's going to happen when 2012 comes
That's
along.
true. Do you think that all this 2012 stuff, there's any truth to it?
To a certain extent, yes.
This thing is true about the Mayan calendar, but we don't know what it is.
Maybe
We
they
don't
just
know
were
what it is.
lazy and they were like 5,000
No,
years.
don't insult the people like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a good point.
Yeah, don't
Wow.
insult them. They had science before we did.
I'm familiar with the prophecies of America's sleeping prophet, Edgar Casey. And he talked about the world being transformed in the twinkling of an eye.
I don't know 2012. I do think the world will end eventually, but I don't know if it's going to end like that.
Hopefully not for a long time. Is John Cusack popular in Estonia?
He's very nice and he has a very warm character.
I think anything that John does is pretty well done.
We haven't seen him for like a little while in something that's been really good.
Yeah.
But he played his part. He played his part well.
Roland Emmerich is planning a spin-off TV show about what happens afterward.
Okay.
Would you watch it?
Absolutely.
I think I would watch it, at least the beginning, and see what happens, where they are, because you don't really know where they are or what's going to happen.
So what do you give the movie on a 1 to 10?
10.
Well, this one's a definite 9 to 10.
A 9?
A 7?
8? 7 or an 8?
7.
Oh, 5.
I give it a 9.
9.
I think it was up in the 9.5 range.
Definitely a 10.
Sounds like this is a movie you'll not only enjoy seeing, but need to see. Scary stuff. And audiences give it an 8.5. And don't forget that 2012 is the focus of this week's One Sentence Review Challenge. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below, as well as your 1-sentence review. Whoever writes the best one wins a free pair of AMC movie tickets. And I'll announce the winner on this Sunday's episode of Movie Math. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and you've just gone beyond the trailer.